That's it. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me.
I'm scared. Damn it.
Tommy, stop bunching up with John. There you go. Wheel. Left. Wheel. Front. Wheel. Right. Wheel. Tight. Tight. Front. Back him up. There we go.
Keep it tight. Keep it. Keep it.
Front.
Wheel into it.
Go get him, boys! Form.
You got form anywhere. For rally. In essence, for rally.
Reform, rally. Rally.
Reform, guys.
Rally.
Okay, guys. Back in the line.
Charge.
Go get him, boys!
Rally again. Just rally again.
Rally!
Rally. Hurry up before they get rallied. Go.
Tommy, what are you doing there, buddy?
One of ours.
Yeah!
Go. Charge. Here, I'll stand on my saddle. No, don't do that, but keep it safe.
Like I'm gonna get you.
Keep it safe. Here, up here. No.
The scenario that we're doing here the morning of the 5th of July, the scenario that you're seeing here is the wounded is arriving near the Potomac River, about 6 miles southwest of Hagerstown, Maryland, had crossed the Blue Ridge Mountains near Frederick, Maryland, and had two sides are arriving pretty much at the same time. The Confederate wagon train, the rear arrived simultaneously in the Williamsport area. The first thing to arrive on the Confederate side was the wagons. And this kind of harkens back to the cowboy and Indian days. They had to really form like a ring of wounded. These wagons have no springs. Every rut that you hit in the road is going to be painful for these wounded men who've been drenched by federal militia across the Pennsylvania line near Greencastle, had attacked the wagon train with axes, trying to take out the spokes and wheels of the wagons to slow the Confederate wagon train down. This is what cavalry does. They usually raid from infantry units they're trying to protect, get between them and the enemy cavalry, and guard the rear guard of a moving. As with 3,000 to 5,000 horses were killed during the Gettysburg Campaign. Of course, they didn't have time to bury them on the field. All they could really do was pile them up and burn them. You can imagine the smells on the battlefield. Much of this unit on the north side of the Potomac, additional Union reinforcements will be arriving in the next hours and days. Generally, cavalry fighting is unique, and it's the one you can see them using pistols. They use the sabers up close. Also, sometimes use carbines, shorter rifles that could be more easily handled from the saddle. Most of these carbines are defense because they're loaded from the breech of the stock, whereas a typical foot soldier has to stand to load his infantry rifle. And if you look closely, folks, you may notice the trim on the uniforms of these cavalry soldiers. The chevrons that denote rank on the sleeves are gold or yellow on both sides. The yellow trim denotes the cavalry branch of service. The order dressed to the right on the Confederate side. Everybody. The sabers differing from swords in that the sabers have a curved blade, whereas a typical officer sword tends to be a straight blade. Infantry or foot soldier would have with his longer barrel rifle musket. So it's a little bit better, the cavalry carbine as a defensive weapon when you're dismounted. Easier to handle from the saddle. Williamsport, Hagerstown, Maryland area. The cavalry arrives almost immediately on there. Of course, the artillery begins to arrive and set up. Easier to move around with the very mobile cavalry. You can see Confederate infantry moving in between the guns, supporting the artillery. Hold the Federals off until their infantry can arrive and set up a strong defensive position. Most of these guys are going to be carrying maybe 40 to 60 soldiers going into combat with knapsacks, haversacks, and blankets and all this. But when the fighting starts, these guys never know when you're going to need that water. Regiment always being an individual state, whereas in the infantry, usually 10 companies in a regiment. The artillery making a stand, protecting the wagon train. A bugle call usually is an order, in this case, perhaps to begin to fall back. Musical instruments used to communicate orders on the battlefield. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting is coming to a close. Looks like the Confederates are going to prevail in this one.
You'll notice that the Confederates are coming to your right, and as they come, again, we can't cheer loud enough. I don't know how to inspire us all to cheer, but we need to be sure and let these reenactors know how much we appreciate them being here and putting on. Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. You're a fine, majestic horse. Oh yes. Thank you. Let's give it a well-deserved round of applause. Oh yes.
What regiment would y'all be in?
By twos.
Don't know that, okay.
Patrick Fauci and Intent 2 at 12:30 are the Confederate General ticket at the Land Conservancy of Adams County as they are raffling off a
Cool horse, isn't it?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Great. Absolutely. Take your time, sir.
We're the States' Rights Volunteers Cavalry. We've been fighting here today, depicting General Lee's retreat. We've been covering that retreat against Yankee cavalry, and I think we successfully held them off. And part of our boys are here, but because it's so hot, most of them have gone back. We've sent most of them back to the column. Most of our guys are from Georgia, South Carolina, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Texas, and all of the states, basically. All of them are volunteers. All of them portray a part here. And we do this because we enjoy doing it and also to preserve history. I'd let each one of them introduce themselves. Maria?
I'm Maria, Culpeper, Virginia.
sure to stay well hydrated.
I'm Chelsea. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
John Yake, Major, New Oxford, Pennsylvania.
Sean Paul, Colonel, Georgia.
Frankie Slimmer, Florence, South Carolina.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Twos, by the left flank.
By twos by left flank.
To the left, march.
Sweet potato fries. Portobello chicken sandwiches, Philadelphia cheesesteaks, all kinds of good things.